Okay, so I wanted to tell you the story of the worst lock-in I ever had as a youth pastor. Incidentally, it was also my first. Here's me. And here's me in 2006 when I started working as a youth pastor. Look at how young and hopeful I was. I started in November, and a few weeks after starting, the administrator of the church told me that I had to have a lock-in on New Year's Eve. Awesome, I thought. I've been to tons of lock-ins and even mocked some up for my youth classes in college. Okay, well, we can go bowling and rent out a laser tag place, and then, no. You can't leave the church. There are drunk people out on the roads. Okay. Well, I'll figure something out. Fast forward a month and a half and it's almost time to start. Now up until this point, I've had a maximum of about 6 youth at any given point, so I figured if they all brought a friend each, plus the 3 chaperones, we're looking at 15 to 20 people tops. So I got the pizza, the drinks, the snacks, and prepared for the rest of the night. An hour and a half before it starts, 2 of the youth show up with 3 friends, Murph, Joe, and Courtney. Upon arriving, I found out that those 3 had some weed with them in the vehicle. And so my night begins. Once others started arriving, everything seemed to be going well. Then I found out that another church had been invited to this as well. That was fine with me until I realized that there were now 75 youth here. I had no idea what to do. Fast forward to 2 a.m. Everything seemed to be going okay up until now. Then one of the youth came up to me and said, "My vehicle is gone." And so were Murph, Joe, and Courtney. Awesome. None of them were answering their phone, of course, and I'm starting to go a little insane. The other massive youth from the other church were very self-sustaining and not getting into trouble at all. One of the chaperones corralled them wonderfully, and they were just great kids. But these 3? Not so much. It's now 3:30 in the morning, and guess who's banging on the door? It's Joe! He quote-unquote went outside to look for Murph, and was here the whole time. Though the place he said he was where I was looking for him. Somehow he smelled like booze. No idea how that happened. Where are the others? Are they not here? How about you just tell me the truth so we can get on with the rest of the night? I had no idea they were gone. I walked outside to find the vehicle back, but parked nowhere near where it originally was. I checked it out to make sure it hadn't been in an accident and hoping to run across the other 2. The vehicle looked okay. I peeked inside and it was dark, but I saw a shadowy figure. Oh, it was Murph, and he was lying there naked in the back of the vehicle. And passed out. Joe, of course, was no help and so surprised. "He's done here," I told the adults. "Don't let him back in." Unfortunately, a little while later, Joe let him back in. Of course. He walked into the youth room, fully clothed, and started wobbling. He smelled like beer. Then, he threw up all over the carpet. And then, he fell face first into it. I moved all the youth from that area and just let him lie there. I called the administrator of the church, who I was pretty sure was going to yell at me and fire me the next morning. I found out later he thought I was going to quit after that night. Eventually the sun came up, Murph woke up, and his mom picked him up. I don't remember how Joe got home. I don't really care. As for Courtney, I never saw him again. I'm not kidding. No idea. So yeah, at my first lock-in, I had too many youth, a guy got wasted, was naked at one point, threw up all over the carpet, and I was lied to most of the night. And I lost one of the youth. Just completely gone. That was my first lock-in. Oh, one of my next lock-ins involved a girl having to get dental work done and a guy having to get stitches. Chris was there for that one. Surprisingly, I didn't get the Youth Pastor of the Year award. I'll see you guys next time.